What it do, PokePSA, and thank you for tuning in to a fuller episode. It's been a while since we had to do one of these. I want to give an extra special thanks to those of you who came straight from the short. You guys are the real MVPs. Anyways, before we get started, let me just say this is meant for a team setup, not for people looking to do solo raids. I'm sorry. Your best bet will be going to Reddit and finding some guidance there. And as always, remember, to do 7-star raids, you do have to beat the game and do the post-game stuff, including the Ace tournament. With that out of the way, I just want to stress that you do have to be level 100, and that honestly, everyone on the team should have Misty's terrain, meaning you sacrifice one of your move slots to have Misty terrain at all times available to you. Why, you might ask? Well, because our boy Mewtwo right here, let's dive right in, let's learn our opponent, has an optional move set that includes Rest, which will happen right after a shield break, and you don't want to end up losing the raid because you failed to plan for this. So Misty terrain is your best bet because his other moves include Ice Beam, which could freeze you, though if you want to run electric terrain, that's fine. Just be aware you will not be protected against other status effects, mainly the freeze. In regards to Mewtwo himself, well, obviously he comes in blazing hot at level 100, 31 IVs in all stats, and an EV spread of 252 defense and special defense with 6 special attack. And of course, because it's a 7-star, comes with a hidden ability. His moveset, I already talked about Rest and Ice Beam, will also include Side Strike, Aura Sphere, and Calm Mind, so you can see where this is headed. With that out of the way, let's prepare you for the offensive role. You're going to want 252 EVs in HP at a very minimum, and the rest is going to vary on whether you go Bug Terra typing or Dark Terra typing, though for the sake of simplicity and accessibility, and of course team play, this guide assumes Bug type. So with that said, dump 252 into the attack stat, and your remaining EVs into speed or defense. It is up to you. You want the Adamant Nature on your Mew, and you're gonna need the Metronome Held item. Held item, not the move. Don't make that rookie mistake. Your moveset will consist of Leech Life, Struggle Bug, Swords Dance, and Misty Terrain, as we have already explained. You'll use Leech Life to heal yourself in a pinch. Otherwise, Struggle Bug is probably going to be your number 1 attack, as that'll help lower Mewtwo's special attack. Though I'll circle back to what your first 5 or so turns is going to look like in a moment. Next up is the support role. You will want the same 252 EVs in HP, but this time we will be splitting a little bit more of those EVs. 125 going into defense and special defense. The remaining as you see fit. You'll want this Mew to be calm instead of adamant with the light clay held item. And in terms of Terra, it doesn't really matter, though you might want to go based off the moveset that I'm about to give you, which will include Light Screen, Life Dew, Acid Spray, and Misty Terrain, of course. So you will, be responsible for keeping Light Screen up and healing your teammates when you're not doing Acid Spray. With all this said, now you know how to set up for either attacking or supporting, and as you can see, it's pretty much roughly the same. You could possibly even do 2 and 2, but for the sake of the graphic below, this is going to assume 3 attackers, 1 support. As always, the attacker's role is to try to terrestrialize as soon as possible, while support, you're supporting, you're doing your best at keeping Light Screen up at all times, keeping a watchful eye for that shield break right before it happens, and both of you are responsible for keeping his buffs down. When he buffs himself up with Calm Mind, it should only take 1 turn, everybody going once, to keep that in check. Otherwise, attack, attack, attack. And as you can see in the graphic below, you are to start up with support setting up a Light Screen, everyone else using a struggle bug. Then the attackers want to buff themselves up, while support tries to keep them alive with defense, shears, and life dews. And then by turn 5, hopefully you can terrestrialize already. If not, either way, keep attacking until you can. Again, support doesn't have to terrestrialize, but maybe if you're going into a water terra for better life dews, you can. You know, experiment a little, but otherwise this is a basic guide on how to get this done. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.